Hello, everyone. Welcome to the third lesson on probability. And in this will be the first lesson on Venn diagrams. And let's look at a problem here to better explain how to use these Venn diagrams. Let's say we have 50 students who were allowed to choose from business studies and accounting. And these were the results that were obtained from that. We had 16 students who took business studies only. In other words, these students didn't take business and accounting, they only took business. And we have 34 students who took accounting. It doesn't say accounting only, it just says that the total students who took accounting, we had 34 students. This could be students who study accounting and business, including those who are just taking accounting. But if a student is just studying accounting, we had 34 students. This is what this number represents, right? And then we had 20 students who took both subjects. So 20 students took both subjects. They took business studies and accounting. So the first question says that we have to draw a Venn diagram to represent this information. All right, let's start by explaining and filling in the Venn diagram. All right, so first of all, what we need to note is that we have two subjects. We have business studies and accounting. So each circle here will represent either business or accounting. And since that we have an intersection here, that means students who take both subjects. So this shows an intersection of both business and accounting. That's why these two circles have an intersection. Like this region here, this is where these two circles intersect. If we didn't have students who took both subjects, then these these circles wouldn't intersect anyway. That's the first thing that we need to note. We have an intersection because we have students who are taking both subjects, right? And then from there, I'm going to label this one, the first one, I'm going to label this one to be, first of all, we have a total of 50 students, right? So this whole sample space here is for 50 students, right? And then this circle here represents the number of students who take accounting. This. So we have a total students who took accounting. We had 34 students as it was given to us here. And then the next thing we are told that 34 students took, we have 34 students who take accounting. And then we have 20 students who took both subjects. And since it's both subject, that means here at the intersection, we are going to have 20 students. And then from there, we have 16 students who took business studies only. So this 16 is not written here because once we write it here, it shows that it's only for this region only, this region here only. In other words, these are only students who took what? Business only. And therefore, what we can do to get the number of students who take business studies, we are going to add these two regions, the intersection and this students who take business only. So we are going to say 20 plus 16, which will give us 36, right? So this is the total number of students who took business studies. And then to get the total number of students who took accounting only, we are going to say the total number of students who take accounting minus this 20, the total number of students who take both subjects. In other words, to get the value for this region, those who take accounting only, we are going to say 34 minus 20, and that will give us 14, right? And therefore, we don't have students who don't take any of the subjects. So we have students who lie within these regions. So if that's the case, then it means that when we add all these regions up, this 14, this 20, and this 16, it has to equal 50, right? So now we have filled the Venn diagram with this information. Now we can answer these questions here. Once we have dealt with the Venn diagram and filled it accordingly, then we can determine the probabilities. The first probability that we need to determine is the probability of randomly choosing a student who takes accounting, right? In other words, we need students who take accounting. So we need the total number of students who take accounting, which is 36, right? So remember, this is the definition of probability. The probability of A, which is the probability of students who are taking accounting, sorry. This is the number of students to take business. The total number of students to take accounting. We have them here. It's NA. It's N of A. So the probability of a student will take accounting will be the number of students who take accounting divided by the total number of students, which is also the total number of the sample space, right? The total number of students who take accounting is 34, and the total number of students is 50, right? So 34 over 50 will give us 17 over 25 as a simplified fraction. As a decimal, this will be 0.68, correct to decimal places. And as a percentage, it will be 68%. In other words, 68% of the students take accounting, right? The second question says we have to the probability of choosing a student who takes business only, not who takes business, but who takes business only. So B only is equal to the number of students who take or who took business only, which is, this is the number of students who took business only, which is 16. And then we'll say 16 all over 50. 50, remember the 50 is for the total number of students in total, right? And then as a simplified fraction, 16 over 50 is 8 over 25. As a decimal, it's 0.32. And as a percentage, is 32%, right? And then the next question says we have to determine the probability of randomly choosing a student who took both subjects. The intersection, this part here, this portion here, represents total number of students who took both accounting and business. So we'll say that the total number, the probability is of A and B, that is accounting and business, is equal to the total number of accounting and business all over total number of students, which is, for total number of students to take both accounting and business, it's 20. We have 20 students, and then the total number of students is 50. And therefore the probability will become, in simplified form, will be simplified fractional form, it will be 2 over 5. As a decimal, it will be 0.4. And as a percentage, it will be 40%. So 40% of the students take both subjects. And then the last question says we have to determine the probability of students who take either subject, right? Who takes either subject, either accounting or business, right? So we are going to use this rule, because when they say either, it means that they either taking accounting or business. In other words, we are going to use our sum rule for probability, which is the probability of A or B is equal to the probability of A plus the probability of B minus the intersection of A and B. Right, okay. So what is the probability of A? The probability of A is the probability that the student takes accounting. we've just calculated here, or we can just get it from here. It's just 34 all over 50, right? It's 34 over 50. And probability of B is the probability that a student is taking business, the total number of students who are taking business, which is 36 over 50. And then minus the probability of the student is taking both accounting and business, which is 20 over 50. And then when we work this all out, it gives us that the probability will be 1, which is also 100%, which makes sense because all students will either be taking accounting or business. So if we get a probability of 1, it means that this is a certainty. You will choose, whatever student that you will choose will either be taking accounting or business, right? Which in a sense, it makes sense because all students are supposed to either take accounting or business. So in those students that you pick, there will be one who is either taking accounting or business. It doesn't matter, even if those students are taking both. The fact is they are either taking accounting or business. So the probability will be 1, which is the probability of all these probabilities. All right. So this is how we tackle Venn diagrams and how we determine probabilities using Venn diagrams.